Hello YouTube, Chrome Freak back with part 2 of this. I'm going to try to do some editing to get this on here. Anyway, I wanted to put this together to show you how they cut it apart, kind of, and sent it here. And basically, you ain't going to get it in there no more because the way everything, well, let me try. Now this has got a 50-pound spring on this, so I got to use pliers to get the bolt come out, but some guys can push that in. I can't. In fact, I'm having a hard time right now. As you can see, and I'm not hurting the bolt group by doing this, by the way. There it is. It's out. Let me see if I can get it in. I'm not sure if I can with the welding they've done with cutting. They cut it too bad. Anyway, this fits in here. Trigger group goes there. Sight would go right here. The barrel obviously would go up here. I'm not going to force it through there. I'm sorry, the barrel would go down below through here, but I'm not going to get it in there. The barrel would go in there. Flash suppressor, foregrip, and cover that. This would go in the front right there. And obviously the bolt carrier would come in here. And that's how the gun would come. And you can see how they cut it here. As a matter of fact, let's put this lay down just a little bit. And you can see what I'm talking about with the back, we're going to get in there, right? With the finger release right there for your mag. It would have been so nice if Century Arms would have left that or come up with something to utilize that again, because look at that little paddle, you know, almost AK-ish really. You can reach out there ergonomically and release that magazine. And I just want to talk a little bit about the fit and finish. You got to understand, this is a battle rifle. You can see the welds. They had cut this, as you can see, with a blowtorch, and I just think that Century did a pretty good job. You can see the welds. You know, you're not looking at the beautiful machine look of a stainless steel Sig Sauer pistol here. We're talking about a battle rifle. And to me, I actually think the welding and the way it looks is pretty cool. And I love the wood over the plastic any day. That's just me. And make sure you put the magazine in. You want to pop it in, make sure it's in. As you can see, it fits real tight. There is no movement at all. It's not too tight, but there's no play, and I think it's outstanding. No feeding issues or problems. Guys, if you're having problems with your Cetme and you bought one, now canted sights are one thing. That's something Century should be ashamed of, and I don't care if it's way past their warranty. I think of 2 years, I believe their warranty is. They should honor that and fix it. But besides that, guys, you got to get into your rifles and you got to clean them and oil them, and they're very easy to do. We're going to do another video if I get a good response from this little series, these 2 videos here. If I get a good enough response, we'll go ahead and we'll take this completely down. You know how you get into taking these bolts apart and how to clean them and all that. And so you got to take this down. And of course, I'm going to have a problem right now because my fingers, I'm going to turn it one more time. There it is. And it comes right out, comes off, your firing pin, your spring, all that. We'll get into that. We'll do a total complete breakdown of it. And a lot of guys are complaining that Century Arms were taking the back of the bolt here and they were grinding right here is what they were doing to get the headspace with the carrier, with the bolt carrier. That's your headspace on this rifle. On most rifles, I showed you, the headspace would be the front of the bolt with a round in there in your chamber, against the face of your chamber there, your barrel. In this case, it's right here. And so to get that gap, because these were too tight, when it's too tight, it's putting a lot of pressure on these rollers, and you're wearing your trunnion out. And it'll affect everything from cocking the gun, racking it, to firing, to feed. You'll have all kind of issues. So what they were doing was they were grinding here to make it look like a false headspace, and what that did was absolutely nothing but take metal off of here, because it doesn't change at all where the rollers end up in the trunnion. So for them doing that, shame on them, and they should have done better on that. And I hope the guys who had issues like that returned their rifles, and Century did good on them, and I'm sure they would have. I don't see why they wouldn't have. And like I said, this is a parts kit I bought, and as you can see, this bolt carrier is actually in much better shape than the one that's in the rifle Century sent me. Although they're very, very close. I'm not trying to say that that one's more worn out, but this is in great shape, especially for a parts kit, man. Awesome, awesome. And guys, you get these surplus rifles, it's a good thing to always buy extra parts and spare parts, because when they stop importing these things, it's hard to get parts and you'll regret not doing it. I paid $100 for this parts kit, and I think this parts kit's worth almost as much, if not more, than the rifle's worth. Anyway, let's go ahead and end this one. I'm going to have to do some editing for my first time, really editing and chopping and putting together, and I hope I do a good job of it. I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank everybody who watches, and please comment. Oh, real quick, the 45 Reason. He used to be closed format. This guy is, his channel is outstanding. He does a lot of great shooting, him and LSKW1, and he's been doing a lot of shooting on his own too. Go over there and give his channel a look, and I think if you do, you're going to subscribe to him. He's a good guy. He served his country, and not only that, he loves firearms, and it shows in his reviews and his shooting. The guy's a blast shooting. I wish I was up there with him. Anyway, good night, YouTube. Out.